All right, let's begin. Today we're going to explore a path that people have walked for centuries. But here's the thing, it doesn't lead to some faraway destination. It leads right back to the very center of who we are. We're going to unpack a piece of ancient wisdom that is, well, it's basically a key to navigating the chaos of our lives. This one idea, this is our compass for the entire journey. It's a pretty radical thought, isn't it? That all the energy, the true aliveness we're all looking for isn't something you go out and get. It's more like a hidden spring you have to uncover right inside yourself. So let's dig into what that really means, starting with the path most of us are already on. So let's start with a feeling I bet we all recognize. That sense that real happiness or success or peace of mind is just over the next hill. You know, in the next promotion, the next relationship, the next like on social media. This is what we're calling the outward search. It's this restless chase for something outside of ourselves. The text we're looking at calls this seeking but not obtaining. It's that feeling of being stuck on a treadmill. You're running hard, you're putting in all the effort, but you're not actually getting anywhere. It's this loop that nobody chooses, but so many of us find ourselves trapped in it, just chasing shadows. And this whole outward search, it tends to show up in a few key ways. First, you've got comparison, constantly looking over your shoulder to see how you measure up to everyone else. Then there's entanglement, where you just get completely caught up in external drama and conflicts. And finally, attachment, which is clinging so tightly to how you think things should be that you end up fighting the natural flow of life. These are the chains we build for ourselves on that outward path. And it's usually only after we're totally exhausted from all that seeking and not finding that we might just stumble upon the big secret. The path forward isn't forward at all. It's inward. And this, right here, is the most important turning point of the whole journey. So here you can see the two options laid out. The outward search, it leads to this constant state of lack, of frustration. It's like trying to swim against a powerful current. But the inward turn, well, that's where you tap into that endless vitality. It's a state of natural growth and flow. One path is about fighting the river. The other is about learning that you are the river. Okay, this brings us to what is maybe the most profound teaching in all of this. It's the idea that the world you experience, your reality, isn't some objective thing that's just happening to you. It's actually a mirror. It's simply reflecting your own inner state right back at you. Just let that one sink in for a moment. This isn't about being lonely, it's about sovereignty. It's suggesting that the entire drama of your life, all the characters, all the plot twists, it's a play that's unfolding inside your own consciousness. So here's the takeaway. When you feel that sting of comparison, or you're tangled up in some messy conflict, you're not really fighting with another person. You're wrestling with a reflection of yourself. The world is just the screen, and your inner landscape is the projector. That kind of shifts your perspective on things, doesn't it? All right, if all our struggles are really internal, then what's the deal with all the hard stuff in life? The setbacks, the challenges? Are they just punishments? Well, this wisdom says, absolutely not. There's something else entirely. They're gifts, just in a really good disguise. To get this, we need to introduce a concept from the source called fude. Now, don't think of this as a person, but more like a powerful, benevolent force, a kind of guiding destiny that's unique to you. Its power is huge, and its whole purpose is to give you great things. But there's a condition. Here's how it works. This force, your food, wants to give you these amazing gifts, but it's a little worried you might not be ready to handle their weight. So what does it do? It sends you trials. These challenges aren't meant to break you. They're meant to forge you, to temper your spirit like a blacksmith tempers steel, making you strong enough to finally receive the destiny that's waiting for you. So what happens after you've been through that fire? When you finally understand the logic behind your trials, when you see hardship not as an enemy but as a kind of personal trainer, something incredible happens. You can let go. That's really it. The understanding itself is the key that unlocks the chains. That desperate need for a certain outcome, the entanglement, the comparison, it all just starts to dissolve. Because now you see there's a bigger, wiser pattern at play. You get the purpose behind it all. And this is the ultimate destination of the inward path. See, it's not about becoming some brand new person. It's about shedding all those layers of struggle and expectation to find the person you've always been underneath it all, your original self. Once you reconnect with that core, you start moving with the flow of life, and just like the source says, nothing can really stand in your way. So, we'll end with this thought. The next challenge that appears in your life, what if it's not some random obstacle? What if it's a question, a test, from your food, your own guiding force? It's the next step in your forging. The challenge is the path. And the strength to walk it? Well, it's already inside you. It has been all along.